Hello and welcome back to another Final Cut Pro editing tutorial. So right now I just want to run over some of the basic commands, some of the keyboard shortcuts you can find in Final Cut, because these really speed up your workflow, and once you get the hang of them, you can really fly through and edit with these. Okay, so just some of the basics, of course, right off the top. Your spacebar is going to be your play pause, and your arrow keys are of course going to be your frame by frame. Okay, to cut a clip, or to blade a clip as it's called in Final Cut, so the standard shortcut for that is Command plus B, and I'll put all these up on screen when I mention them. But so I've actually remapped this to just the B key, so that all I have to do when I'm going through an edit is just hit that B key wherever I want, and it'll make an edit. Another thing that you probably just noticed there when I'm making a cut and then I'm just undoing it like that, that is Command Z, and that's kind of, that's sort of a universal Apple command, is Command Z. That'll undo pretty much most things in most programs on a Mac. Okay, so another command that I use constantly, and I didn't actually know about it when I first started editing in Final Cut, and it is so helpful, is the N key. Now if you hit the N key, this enables what's called snapping, and snapping is where, as you can see right here, this just sort of magnetizes your playhead to the beginning or the end, or pretty much any cut that you have in a shot. So just as an example, say you have some text up here and you want it to be exactly the same length as your shot, you're going to notice that it's really difficult to kind of line it up just right so that it lands right at the end, and maybe you end up with a frame where it disappears right before the shot ends. So one, of course, simple fix for that is just hit the N key, and then the minute you pull it near the end, it just snaps right to it, and you're all good to go. So moving right along, another one that I find very useful is hiding elements in your timeline. And the way you do this is you just hit the V key, and as you can see, it's grayed out on here and it no longer shows up in your viewer. So that's just a nice way, say if you have a stack of clips and you're doing some compositing, and you don't want to just delete everything, but you want to, you only want to see one element, or you want to get rid of a few things. You just select whatever you want to hide, you hit the V key, and that'll hide it from your viewer. Okay, here are two more that really go hand in hand, which is copy and pasting. And this is probably something that you can already guess. That's just Command C to copy something, and then you come out and Command V, and that will paste something. Now this is incredibly useful. I use this all the time in pretty much every edit. Copy pasting, it's a basic one, you gotta have that one. Okay, so here's an interesting one that is also really helpful. You can see I've got two versions of this shot here, same shot, and you can see on the first one I've got a color grade, on the second one I don't. So what if I wanted to copy that exact color over to the second one, but I didn't want to, because it's so difficult to match it. You come in here, and how do you exactly match that? So what you'll do is you'll hit Command C, which is, standard for copying. You'll come over to your second shot, but instead of just hitting Command V, because that will just paste something, what you want to do is hold Shift and then do Command V. And this will open up this awesome little paste attributes window. And this lets you just go through and select every single thing that you want or don't want from the first shot to be pasted over to the second shot. So in this case, literally all I want is the color board. That's it. Come in here, hit paste, and now these two shots have the exact same color. Okay, and earlier in the video I mentioned remapping commands, or setting your own custom commands, and that can be really helpful, especially if you want to just make your own workflow and customize them, set them to be whatever is best for you. And the way you can do that is you come up and go to Final Cut, and then come down to Commands, click Customize, and this will open up your entire commands window. And then you can just search for a command, like if I search for the blade tool, you can see that I've made the custom one that's just B. So basically all you have to do to customize one, and I won't do this right now because I've already got it set, but you just select the command that you want to change, and then just hit whatever key or combination of keys on your keyboard, and there'll be a number of pop-ups, and it'll walk you through it, but it takes a couple seconds. But And that's all you have to do to set your own custom ones. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful to anyone wondering about commands in Final Cut. So do feel free to subscribe using the button on screen or down below. I'm definitely going to be uploading a lot more of these. And if you found the video helpful, please do share it or give it a like. It really helps out the channel. For the rest of this month, I'm actually going to be uploading a video every single day on some kind of editing tip or a tutorial. Please do stick around for that, and thank you for watching.